Soul describing Jacko's behind. I see you. Welcome back to what is probably the last Guilty Gear OST reaction. This time we'll cover all the other songs that aren't specifically related to character themes, just are in the game. Well, I mean, at least until Venom releases. If you're new here, as per usual, we want to tell you that we are not music experts. We do not know anything about music. We will use incorrect terms and terminology. We just like the game and the lore. 100%. So we're here to crack jokes and have fun listening to some music. All right. I guess we'll start with Get Over Nightmares. Sin versus Kai theme. I don't know, when does this even happen?
I have no idea, actually.
It might be a specific song that plays in the arcade mode, I think. If any of you guys know more details about these songs, please do let us know in the comments. I heard a little bit of the intro, but I don't recognize it. That being said, we didn't play through the arcade mode because we're not good enough. So we did at least see the story on the YouTube videos, but
just get over them.
Easy. Depressed? Stop being depressed.
Have you tried being happy?
Have Kai or Sin ever tried not being hopeful?
This is very on brand for them.
It's hard to expect anything else from this family. Like, this family is all about happiness, looking to the future, being filled with hope, despite any sadness that may come to them. They'll just overcome it. It's a really good outlook to have, for sure. But I also feel like it's a little bit suffocating. Thank goodness that we have somebody like Soul to balance things out and be like the hard ass who just punches things really hard. Not always that cheerful, hopeful guy, you know?
They need the Bakugo to their Deku.
Oh, if you want to use that comparison, sure. I wouldn't necessarily call it that, but yeah, go ahead. Oh, okay. Glimmer of the Lights. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Nago's other theme, Crawl. But that one, it was obviously a lot more depressing, but still hopeful of him, like, trying to keep on going and crawling, even if there's just a simple glimmer of light. Here, it kind of runs in the same theme, actually, like getting over nightmares through the darkness to reach just that light.
A slightly more positive starting point.
Oh, yeah. He's not currently being manipulated by Happy Chaos, thankfully, so he's got a bit of a better starting point.
I like how direct it is, though. Just get over nightmares.
Well, you can't really expect anything else from Sin, especially. Kai, you can expect a little more complexity. For Sin, he just says it how it is, literally.
Yeah, very much so.
Which honestly sort of made him the perfect pairing for Ram to explain things simply and directly. Like, Sin and Soul were like the two biggest influences on Ram because of that quality of being direct. I don't think any other character could have gotten to her quite as well. Maybe except for Batman, but Batman in a much more negative way.
He was also direct, just A little more evil.
Yeah, a little more. I'd say a lot, but yeah. It's a better perspective. Okay, now this is speaking from Kai's perspective of the whole wars that happened against the Gears, and then a tiniest light was born, being Sin, at least from his eyes. Oh, it's cool, I was swapping. But we're still using pretty much the same voice because, well, what is the saying? Yeah, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. They are very similar. I wonder if this line is referring to himself as like the sun and the moon being dizzy. And then you have Sin over here being the light born from that.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
That or I'm completely misinterpreting it.
I was gonna say, or Dizzy's the sun and Kai's the moon. I don't know which way that would go.
Dizzy's song is titled Radiant Dawn. And it speaks of like lightning that guides her way and the radiant dawn that shined upon her dark path. So, which is why I was like, oh, it's probably Kai.
You can't believe in yourself. No need for disposable wires. Hold the faith. You have something you can change. You will be the star that shines through this dark night.
Those hopes that Kai has for the future, but is also placing on Sin. Because Kai likely knows he's not going to always be there, and Sin has to handle himself, while also being that leader, who he's trying to train him up to be, but I don't know how effective it's been so far. We did talk about this before, where Sin's character sort of mirrors those other anime characters that are super happy-go-lucky, and all of their life has just been really great so far. But, you know, the moment where really bad things happen to that character has yet to happen to Sin. Maybe we're not going down that route, but I don't know. The Guilty Gear anime is coming up. Things could happen.
No, don't hurt Sid. Let him continue to be innocent, precious being.
No, despite that terror, that torment, and that pain, he can still remain who he is. That will be a true test of his faith and his light. Light! Very reminiscent of Box! Out of the box! Love that. Favorite song.
This could double as a Kingdom Hearts theme.
The true essence of Kingdom Hearts. Light! Alrighty. The Name of Heaven. This one, I think both of us did hear. Maybe? Was it at, like, the end of the story? I know that there's a song that should be from the end of the story that we haven't heard yet. It says arcade ending theme, but we never got to the end of any of our arcades. No.
Once there, everything comes through. I've heard of such a dreamy place. Do you think
this is very
my
different.
broken wings will heal? Hope so, 'cause I can't fly well. I wonder if this rain will stop one day. Someone's been crying all alone. No worries, there's only one road, so I can't get lost. All I have to do is walk. Placed by the name of heaven, the promised land. Everyone is waiting in a very long line. Placed by the name of heaven.
It's like gospel meets rock almost.
I wouldn't be surprised if there are actual lines or any references to certain things. I'm not Christian, so I wouldn't get it. And, oh, there are comments from the last video that were like, damn, Zero guessed Elfelt's theme, but he didn't recognize it. Oh, man. So sad. I knocked that one out of the park, but I dropped the ball at the last second. This one, it might be the theme we heard. It's been a very long time, though. Yeah, I can't recall, but this is much more somber, much more fitting to the ending of the story because of that whole sacrifice and Eno, unfortunately not getting her way, but still sort of getting her way, just her not being a part of it.
When you get everything you ever wanted, but you're not allowed to have it.
Yeah. The life of Spider-Man.
True. Eno is Spider-Man.
We're speaking of, we still gotta do the Marvel lore videos.
Yes.
And what have I ever done? Alright, well, I'm sure I'll be there soon. All I have to do is walk.
I guess it's better than crawling.
True.
Just be guided. I haven't talked to my heart for a long time. When did I stop flying? Is it a wings that
Okay, I don't know about you, but the guitar solo sounded very Eno. Maybe I'm just getting it into my head now. The next song that we react to will literally say, like, ending of story or some shit, but I have a good feeling about this one. You know what? I'm gonna cheat. 1 second. No. It's not. It is not the theme to the end of the story. God damn it. There was literally story ending theme.
So what is it, bro?
I mean, it says arcade ending theme. The next one is also an arcade ending theme. Is it a specific arcade mode?
I was gonna say maybe it's from a specific character.
Unfortunately, skimming through the comments has not revealed much. I've seen Kai's name mentioned sometimes, but for the most part, it's everybody talking about how they cry to this song. So, yeah, let us know. At least until I upload this video, then we get blasted in the comments.
Yeah, how did you not know?
I'm sorry. We weren't good enough at the game to finish any of the arcade modes.
name of heaven, I can't get along like now. Freedom in my hands means that I can get more freedom.
Okay. It's mostly about having the power to actually do something about it, but not trying in the first place. Which I think is why it resonates with a lot of people. That there are greater things out there for you, but you simply squandered those opportunities. A cry deep from within your soul. I'm sorry, the wings that I literally had on my back. I never even tried.
Am I so bad guy?
Yes. Yes, you are. I promise if you punch a wall, the wall will break.
I've kicked a hole in a wall before.
Damn. That must have been a really thin wall.
It was the kitchen wall.
Why would you
and I
do
got
something
in
like
trouble. It was
that? Of course you did.
In my hands means that I can get low.
But it's also that fear. If you spread your wings, who knows where you're gonna end up. But if you never try, then I guess you'll just stay here. Alright. Well, let us know where that comes from. Okay, double checking this one. This plays at the end of Dizzy's arcade mode. This one we definitely did not play. I don't even have the Dizzy DLC, unfortunately, so.
You know, I think I could have guessed this is Dizzy's.
The girl who lost her way, there is a rainy forest. She don't know what they ahead, but she had to go on.
I imagine this dainty little storybook in the background of just like paper cut characters moving around, or like the cardboard pieces on a stage play. It does fit Dizzy. Just that like fairy tale vibe.
The stray dog was walking farther ahead than the girl. The stomach was rumbling, so the dog couldn't stand still.
Is the dog Kai? So that's what Dizzy thinks of Kai. I see.
Oh, la 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 la, they were worlds apart, but fate must have brought them together. Had to laugh and take shelter from the rain. Had to laugh and take shelter from the rain. And that's it.
Yep, end of story.
The dog knew this cliff ahead, so she told the girl that. The girl said, why don't you stop? The dog didn't like that word.
No! I'm going over this clip, god damn it! No woman's gonna stop me! This dog is hardcore. If we're really going with this is Kai, it might be more so like a metaphor to a great peril, a great obstacle that must be faced that he's probably gonna get hurt by, but like, he can't stop because he's the guy,
A few
the
lyrics
king.
Back, it referred to the dog as female.
So she told the girl?
Told that girl, that being the dog.
Then who's the dog?
I don't know. But that was what I was confused.
Wait, okay, let me do a quick search. Oh my god, is it ABBA? Okay, you know, if it's ABBA, that makes a lot more sense. She doesn't like words. Words will chain you down. Maybe it's ABBA. Would you describe ABBA as a dog?
You bitch. No.
Look, I avoided saying it, okay? You were the one who started it first.
You asked the question.
Right, well, this is the deep analysis that you guys clicked on this video for. There you go.
The song's funnier if you picture the dog as Abba.
Just walking on all fours.
Without conversation, huddle up and take shelter from the rain. Huddle up and take shelter from the rain. That dog was starving, she could eat the girl. The dog didn't want that. Cause the dog knew it, her time was drawing near. She could live on anything she eat anyway.
That dog is crazy.
Yeah.
Still she couldn't just stop walking, even if it just fall off a cliff. She just could not stop. The girl followed the dog, just looking for warmth, even if it does fall off a cliff. Oh, la, la,
I mean, Dizzy has wings. She could fly.
Oh yeah, she can. I don't think the dog can though.
they were so close.
Okay, there was this whole thing about ABBA and Dizzy meeting up with each other and becoming friends, but chat, I think, told us that all of that sort of happened off screen at some point. It's implied that way. And like Dizzy is one of ABBA's only friends, which kind of makes sense.
Sure. Yeah.
So I can sort of see that tight-knit relationship that we don't know or have any experience of, but you know, for them, it's there. It's a cute song. The context is still quite funny though when you imagine it literally.
It does make more sense, I think, for Dizzy to picture Abba as a dog. Like, let me just try and take care of this little puppy a little bit.
Yeah. You just needed somebody to talk to. Someplace to call home.
Stopped, but when they looked up at the sky, they found a break in the clouds.
Sunlight streaming down through the rain.
Paracelsus.
It's just Paracelsus' face, just in the sky on the sun. Like the Teletubby baby. I feel like that's Majora's Mask, like moon level nightmares.
Beautiful. Yes.
My best guess at this song is that it's Dizzy and ABBA out on a trek in the wilderness. ABBA, she doesn't really care too much about herself. Dizzy wants her to care about herself. And being with Dizzy gives her a sense of being home, which is the whole shelter from the rain.
Mm-hmm.
And she feels like she can have somebody who she can talk to and really be herself around. And not walk off a cliff of insanity. But if we missed the mark, let us know. This one was good though. It was a nice, dainty little song. Very different from all the ones we've heard before. Okay, now this is the story ending theme. Get it right, Zero.
Your hand touching me.
You see, it starts off so similarly. How can I tell?
What do you want to know?
It also has that somber tone to it.
It does, yeah.
It's just beautiful. Your eyes reflecting me. What do you wish for? 'Cause I want to know you. So let's talk about you. Let's talk about you.
I'd rather know more about you.
Your arms holding me. What have you lost? It's just beautiful. It's just beautiful.
Okay. The only thing I can imagine right now is my pain and torment of losing Eno. That's the thing that I have lost. And yes, Eno was indeed beautiful in my eyes, so the song is way too accurate.
I don't know if I'm just projecting based on the image, but it definitely sounds like Jacko and Arya talking.
No. It's me and Eno on a hill.
You and Eno.
at a picnic.
Yeah, you're right.
We went there to watch the fireworks, okay?
Fair enough.
Your voice comes to me like crystal clear water. I never want to forget you. In the midst of a time, I hope if I could only start one thing, I want to burn all
Well, that escalated.
Oh, in Minecraft. Right.
let's talk about you. Talk about you. Your smile's one of a kind and belongs to everyone. It's just beautiful. It's just beautiful.
The song is very reminiscent of Queen. It's in a similar style. I can imagine this being a Queen song.
You just make me smile. It's just beautiful. At long last,
I like to imagine Freddie Mercury as a Guilty Gear fan.
inside of
I think he would be.
the world with you, you forgive me.
I think Freddie Mercury will win Evo.
I can be.
I mean, he is the champion, my friends.
That's true.
What is this? What is this line?
That's what I was trying to figure out.
Obviously it's not literal, but what is this implying? That Jacko has a lot of heartburn?
Arya is the bullshit that must be blazing.
Oh my god. It ties into the main theme perfectly! It's a perfect circle between the start and the end! We need to stop theorizing.
We should just turn off the video, walk away. We can leave now.
Go home, go bed. Leave with our intelligence intact.
It's not too late.
God. Man, trying to dissect these songs makes me feel so stupid sometimes. Like, it's so obvious when you read the comments, but right here, right now, I don't know.
I know.
I want to know. I want to understand. I want to appreciate, but I'm too stupid.
Reading the comments after the video is such a mixed bag. Because on one hand, I'm like, oh, it makes sense, and I really like reading and understanding it.
Yeah.
But also, I'm like, God damn it, why can I not just?
It was
Why did I
right
not
there.
know?
Duh. If this really is something about Jacko and Arya, could be the conversation that they had and her sort of accepting herself and Arya disappearing.
That's what I was thinking, like, not so much like destroying Arya, but like, I guess being engulfed in it, kind of, maybe.
And it also parallels Eno's disappearance at the end of the story, of her also sacrificing herself and Axel sort of being there and them sort of having to live with that they've lost a quote-unquote part of themselves. Yeah, that's all I got.
Yeah, no, I can't come up with anything else.
I still don't know what the burning in my heart is, but we'll go with it.
Maybe it's like, I was thinking both of their feelings for soul. The I want to burn is the part that kind of confuses me.
It's hard because I feel like it's meant to be a positive thing,
Yeah, I
but
know. That's what
the
I'm
wording
looking
makes it feel very negative. So
It's
I'm
like
very
Silver telling us
mixed.
he has a tummy ache.
Let's talk about you, talk about you. Your feet start to walk. What are you looking at? It's just beautiful. It's just beautiful.
I feel like even if I don't quite know the individual like breakdown lyric to lyric, it feels like it's Jacko and Arya kind of like passing the torch on to Jacko and being like, it's your turn, go forward. You've got soul there, you've got the future ahead of you. Now's your time, right?
I agree with that. The general gist of the song seems to be when they talk about the world inside of you being that future ahead of you, who you are, your character, will continue to grow from here on in. And that growth is beautiful to witness. Still stuck on the burning everybody in your heart, but
I can't place that one.
but yeah, everything else seems to be going in this direction more so. And honestly, that could be applied to several different characters by the end of the story. Like, Soul also lost his powers, so now he has to deal with that and learn how to actually live, not just be stuck in the past and being mad at everybody and being the guilty gear, you know?
He can go forward building a spaceship to the future.
Gotta go and tell Asuka to stop that gosh darn podcast. It's so annoying, man. I don't want to listen to your voice anymore. It's the entire reason for building a rocket. Oh, I would also like to add, if you're wondering why we're not getting like super emotional or anything like that, it's kind of hard to when you're sitting next to a friend and you're just enjoying listening to a song. If I was like at the end of the story and I was playing it solo, I think I'd be hitting the feels too, not gonna lie.
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
It's
also been a minute now since we finished the story, so trying to piece it all back together and remember.
Yeah. That was kind of the same thing that happened to me when I was playing through Nier Replicant and Nier Automata. When I was playing through the game, I was cracking jokes, I was reading chat, and I was like screaming at the enemies like, "You're not me!" and stuff like that. If you know, you know. But when I watch other people play through the game, I'm sitting there sobbing like a baby, like, "Oh my god, this is so good, so emotional." I felt none of that when I was playing with chat.
It's a different experience for sure, good and bad.
Yeah.
Well, both of us obsess over things, and we get all those full range of emotions on our own when we go through it.
The both of us have a similar aspect where after the fact we do more research into it and want to know more about things that we're like interested in. So yeah. That's when it hits us.
Every reaction capable on YouTube.
Exactly. Every single playthrough of Persona 4 Golden I have seen.
Every other Somnium Files.
Yes. Gotta throw it in there. Can't miss a beat. Anyways, where the heck does this come from? I think this is a new song from the soundtrack album Maniac. Is this season 2? I'm gonna assume season 2. Let us know.
Jack on the little side part will always crack me up.
Everything but your voice is nice. You know that the other, you that no one else knows. You can walk your lover from.
Soul describing Jacko's behind. I see you. Honestly,
I got nothing to add to that.
I mean, Soul's on the screen. The lyrics are very reminiscent of Soul's character theme, where it's like him beating up a bunch of people in a bar, pretty much. Just kicking people to the curb. I don't really care about anybody else says, but you know? That's very Soul.
He had a shed full of like explosives, didn't he?
I wouldn't be surprised. He is a scientist. Most scientists have explosives in their closets. Right, Serby?
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
Do you wanna keep it asleep? Don't try to compare it to anything.
I mean, that's just good life advice.
I'm ready to have some fun.
Yeah.
We rock and roll, rock hard, man,
Yeah.
Feels like a war front without fear. Don't miss the best time, rock and roll, rock hard, man, Don't hold back and then laugh at you.
This feels very classic rocky. It just... Ooh. Ooh. It's just a good time, you know? Hell yeah. I need to hear that scream again. Yeah. Superman?
I feel like songs usually have some sort of like predictable range that they go into. Like, I don't know music terms, right? But it's like you see a lyric, you know the song, like how it sounds. It's like you can picture what that lyric will sound like.
Yeah.
But when he sings, you never know where it's gonna go. And I love that.
I don't know the exact terms either. I just know that really good singers know how to make things sound interesting, as opposed to, you know, just saying it as people would expect in order to convey whatever the song wants to convey. Here, I think it's more so playful energy. Don't let that get near the bomb.
Rock and roll, rock hard, man,
Like freezing.
Don't miss the best time, rock and roll, rock hard, man, Kick those bastards to the curb.
Kick him!
Bastard to the curb. Don't try to compare.
Love a good calling response.
Rock and roll, rock.
Okay. Obvious queen. Very obvious. You'll love to see it, though.
Rock and roll, rock and roll, rock and roll, rock and roll,
Ooh.
This one's just fun.
Yeah. I don't think I have to look for any deeper meaning of this one. This one, you turn on when you want to get the energy to go out and kick people to the curb.
Rock and roll, rock, how many feels like a wolf. Don't waste the best time. Rock and roll, rock, how many
This really is like the perfect screenshot for this song.
Yeah. This is just, yeah, soul kicking the door in kind of energy.
That was just so cool. It was just a cool, fun song to listen to and bop to. It's also probably the theme that plays whenever Soul kicks down your door, comments about your girl's ass, and then takes her away from you, and you can't do anything about it.
If you can't match the energy, you lose.
Who the hell is gonna match that kind of energy?
Jacko?
I guess. That's probably why Jacko won Evo and beat up Soul. But alright. We have made a perfect loop, and we've come back to the song that we probably should have started with, but now we're ending it with it. Smell of the
we did
game.
technically start with it, we just didn't react to it.
Oh yeah, true. It's been a long time though. The only thing that we can remember is the bullshit blazing part, so good to freshen up our memories. I know that there's an official MV for this, but it's also like a shorter version, so I wanted to listen to the full song. Well, dropping over to
the song quite a bit. I love this song.
Nice. Yeah, we're dropping over to Cloud Drop's channel because, you know, the updated visuals. I'm sure everybody has the lyrics for this song, right? Damn, it looks good. I haven't played Guilty Gear Strive in a while, but this game looks so good.
It does. Like, Arc System just... there's no comparing their 3D models to anyone else, really.
I just wish they would balance their games a little bit better.
I know who I am. That moonlight lake told me this is who you are. My veins are so long, my nails are sharp on the night. That is me. That is bullshit blazing. Still my heart is blazing.
Peak lyrics.
Everything I can do not to sing along.
This song is just such a good song to headbang to.
Yes.
Do you know who you are when you speak your words? Don't sound like you're
Just spinning that bullshit, man.
trapped in the toxic created by this world.
I don't know, maybe it's me wanting to read into the song, but it feels like it's kind of referencing all the characters as it goes through.
I can sort of see that. Honestly, the lyrics could apply to many different situations. Like, you could say that, you know, do you know who you are? Or those words that you're spitting out of your mouth don't sound like you.
Yeah.
It's like Soul fighting Nagoriyuki, and it feels a little bit off because Nago's obviously, he doesn't want to be here doing any of this. That's a situation I can imagine, but also for a ton of other characters too.
Well, that's why I feel like it's the do you know who you are? And then it kind of makes a whole bunch of lines referencing things, and I feel like each of those lines that subsequently follow are like pointed at a different character.
That's why it's the main theme for the game.
I could be wrong, but that's kind of the vibe it gave me.
That is bullshit.
Yeah, screw gravity.
If I lose my wings, I don't need a new world under you. Can't feel a thing. We already know the smell of the game. Remember, you are blazing. Still, your heart is blazing. If there was made you, I don't
Remember your place. Oh shit! I'm on fire.
Well, if you want to take it literally like that, you can.
Yes, I do.
In a different essence, you could probably say that they're referring to like the guilt of the past weighing people down. I've heard it referred to that in literature a lot. Like your body is on fire from the scars of the past or of war or of the sins that you've committed, which can apply to so many people, especially
for a
Soul.
lot of the characters of like letting go of the past and taking this moment to move forward.
And also, ever since you mentioned the whole like lines referencing potentially like certain characters, where is this line? If the words made you, like ABBA's theme, kind of. And then before we were also mentioning wings, like if I don't have wings, like who cares? But we also just reacted to the song where it was like, I have wings, but I'm too afraid to fly, which may be like a theme that carries on throughout the entire story for several different characters as well.
That's what I'm like. I mean, it could just be generally referencing the series, but it does feel like some of these lines very much point to like other themes or other characters that we've gone through.
If so, then it's really well written. If not, then it's very well implied.
You will alter you. Soon you will know. We already know the smell of the game.
Yeah, it smells like bullshit. Yeah! Best part of the song. Literally has nothing to do with the song. It's just funny seeing, just stand there and block.
Yeah.
I don't think the Queen reference goes over anyone's head over here.
Mankind.
Hey.
That they cannot change life.
So they blame the beast.
Instead of reflecting on themselves, they blamed the beast. But they took the lives of beasts and couldn't lie to themselves about it. Can't you see I'm blazing? Still my heart is blazing. If the words kill.
My heart is blazing. I want to burn everyone in my heart? Wait a minute. Oh my god! The connections! Wait, we already made this connection during that song. Never mind. We're just reiterating it.
I'm blazing, still my heart is blazing. If the words kill me, I don't need a new world after you. My time is my word. Your words will never let me disappear. That is bullshit blazing, still my heart is blazing. If the words kill me, I don't need a new world after you. Soon you will know. We already know the smell of the, know the smell of the, know the smell of the, know the smell of the game.
Hell yeah.
The perfect game theme doesn't exist because the smell of the game is right there.
No other game was brave enough to state that bullshit is blazing until Guilty Gear Strive.
Oh, I love it.
Honestly, though, it's so perfect for the game. The song is good.
It encompasses everything you want in Strive.
And the lyrics, they can be kind of funny, but that's Guilty Gear in a nutshell. It's like so over the top and so ridiculous, and yet it's really cool and still so much fun to listen to. So like, yeah, this is great.
Like, you can't say the bullshit is blazing with a straight face, but also it's so badass and awesome. Yes, yes.
You know what I say to Gravity? That is bullshit, man.
I don't need a new world order, damn it.
But yeah, there are certainly a lot of themes that were carried over into other songs. Like that whole
Definitely.
My tribe is my world. And then many other songs saying that, you know, the world inside me is growing. Like the one that we heard today, or like the Rablathal's theme as well. A few other theme songs too. Yeah, it's just, it's by the same writer, so we're using the same symbolism.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're just carrying the context over throughout.
There's a lot
all
of
rest of the
motifs
themes.
carried throughout them.
And I think when the game released, ABBA obviously wasn't in it, so maybe the Wars thing isn't a directly a reference, but still, it's the same. It's the writer, the same writer. So that's what probably why we got those feelings.
It's more so just kind of broadly referencing throughout the themes of the game.
Yeah. Which, I mean, that's exactly what you want your main theme to be. Let people know without spoiling anything. But, you know, when you come back and we do have an interesting view on this song because we already know the context of everything and then came back to it, that we get this feeling. Whereas most other people probably wouldn't know anything that's going on. And, you know, it'd be a cool song that maybe suggests the game is a little bit silly, but also really awesome. And it works in both aspects.
It's very good, like, fun hype song to get you invested. You're like, yes, I'm here for it. Let's go.
But alrighty, dudes. I think that's gotta be it for our coverage of Guilty Gear for now.
Yep.
I know that there have been...
I am excited for Venom, though.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I know that there have been some comments suggesting that we go back to Xrd as well, to take a look at some of the music tracks there. We could potentially do that. How you feeling about that suggestion, Survey?
Yeah, we'll see. I'm not opposed to it.
Yeah. I mean, we didn't really want to do the music breakdowns before because we have no background in music at all. But honestly, this has just been a lot of fun. So I wouldn't mind it. However,
I feel like I don't remember the story of Xrd as well.
Honestly, by that point, we probably should like do a recap or something on the story as a whole before we get into that. I think, however, that now is a good time to transition into the next fighting game series that is also by Arxis that a lot of people have been requesting ever since we got into the Guilty Gear lore, and that is BlazBlue. Yes. Yeah. So many people have been requesting BlazBlue. So me neither. I just know that there are a lot of hot ladies. Honestly, I've been wanting to do a video where we react to like first impressions of character designs and then we like rank them on a tier list. I think that could be pretty fun.
Yeah, I'm down.
Just like with no context of the character, and maybe we can like try and guess what they do and stuff like that. This is a silly video, but it could be fun. Yeah, we'll learn about the BlazBlue lore. I already have some videos queued up for that. And if you're interested, we could play some BlazBlue. I think BlazBlue is a little more difficult than Guilty Gear Strive, though. But
rip. I have reaffirmed I'm not good at fighting games, but
it's fine. Okay, look, this time, if we do stream it, we'll stream it at the same time. So I won't like play it outside of that, unless, you know, if the streams don't work out, then I'll do it solo. But
there's no promises there from you, Zero, and we know that.
I know. I just want to play with you and grow and become better at the game with you. I know that time doesn't really work out sometimes, but yeah.
We'll figure it out.
Yep. But look forward to more BlazBlue and potentially some streams here on our Monday time slot. Again, if we do ever stream the game. And also, if we missed any songs, please do let us know in the comments and we might come back and check them out at some point. But until next time, my dudes, thank you very much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and later. See you in BlazBlue.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.